Naxos is a Greek island, at 429 square kilometers, the largest of the Cyclades island group in the Aegean. It was the center of archaic Cycladic culture. The island is famous as a source of emery, a rock rich in corundum, which until modern time was one of the best abrasives available. The largest town and capital of the island is Chora, a Naxos City, with 6,533 inhabitants. The main villages are Philota, Aperanthos, Vivlos, Ias Arsinios, Koronos and Glinardo. Geography. Climate is Mediterranean, with relatively mild winters and very warm summers. The Köppen climate classification subtype for this climate is CSA. Mythic Naxos. According to Greek mythology, the young Zeus was raised in a cave on Mount Zas. Homer mentions Dia, literally the sacred island of the goddess. Carl Carini explains, one legend has it that in the heroic age before the Trojan War, Theseus abandoned the princess Ariadne of Crete on this island after she helped him kill the Minotaur and escape from the labyrinth. Dionysus, who was the protector of the island, met Ariadne and fell in love with her, but eventually Ariadne, unable to bear her separation from Theseus, either killed herself or ascended to heaven. The Naxos portion of the Ariadne myth is also told in the Richard Strauss opera Ariadne of Naxos. The giant brothers Otis and Ephialtes figure in at least two Naxos myths. In one, Artemis bore the abandonment of a siege they led against the gods by offering to live on Naxos as Otis's lover. In another, the brothers had actually settled Naxos. History. Cycladic civilization. Zas cave, inhabited during the Neolithic era, contained objects of stone from Melos and copper objects including a dagger and gold sheet. The presence of gold and other objects within the cave indicated to researchers the status of the inhabitant. Emery was sourced during the time to other islands. Classical era and Greco-Persian wars. During the 8th and 7th centuries BC, Naxos dominated commerce in the Cyclades. Naxos was the first Greek city-state to attempt to leave the Delian League circa 476 BC. Athens quickly squashed the notion and forcibly removed all military naval vessels from the island's control. Athens then demanded all future payments from Naxos in the form of gold rather than military aid. Herodotus describes Naxos circa 500 BC as the most prosperous Greek island. In 502 BC, an unsuccessful attack on Naxos by Persian forces led several prominent men in the Greek cities of Ionia to rebel against the Persian Empire in the Ionian Revolt, and then to the Persian War between Greece and Persia. Byzantine era. Under the Byzantine Empire, Naxos was part of the Tamar of the Aegean Sea, which was established in the mid-9th century. Duchy of Naxos in the aftermath of the Fourth Crusade, with a Latin emperor under the influence of the Venetians established at Constantinople. The Venetian Marco Sanudo conquered the island and soon captured the rest of the islands of the Cyclades. Of all the islands, only on Naxos was there any opposition to Sanudo. A group of Genos or pirates had occupied the castle between the end of Byzantine rule and Sanudo's arrival. In order to steal his band's resolve, Sanudo burnt his galleys and bade his companions to conquer or die. The pirates surrendered the castle after a 5-week siege. Naxos became the seat of Sanudo's realm, which he ruled with the title of Duke of Naxia, or Duke of the Archipelago. 21 dukes in 2 dynasties ruled the archipelago. Until 1566, Venetian rule continued in scattered islands of the Aegean until 1714. Under Venetian rule, the island was called by its Italian name, Nassau. Ottoman control. The Ottoman administration remained essentially in the hands of the Venetians. The port's concern was satisfied by the returns of taxes. Very few Turks ever settled on Naxos, and Turkish influence on the island is slight. Under Ottoman rule, the island was known as Turkish Naxos. Ottoman sovereignty lasted until 1821, when the islands revolted. Naxos finally became a member of the Greek state in 1832. Historical population. Economy. Tourism. Naxos is a popular tourist destination, with several ruins. It has a number of beaches, such as those at Aegean.It, Prokopios, Alikos, Kastraki, Mikrivigla, Plaka, and Ias Georgios, most of them near Chora. As other Cycladic islands, Naxos is considered a windy place perfect for windsurfing as well as kite surfing. There are 7 sports clubs in the island that offer both of these sports and other water activities. Agriculture. Naxos is the most fertile island of the Cyclades. It has a good supply of water in a region where water is usually inadequate. Mount Zeus is the highest peak in the Cyclades, and tends to trap the clouds, permitting greater rainfall. This has made agriculture an important economic sector, with various vegetable and fruit crops as well as cattle breeding, making Naxos the most self-sufficient island in the Cyclades. Naxos is well known within Greece for its cheese, potatoes and citron, a local lemon citrus spirit. Sports. Panaxiakos. Notable people. Ecumenical Patriarch Callinicus III of Constantinople. Nicodemus the Hieride, Saint. Petros Protopapadakis, Prime Minister of Greece. Manolis Gletsos, politician, writer. Iakovos Kambanoulis, poet, playwright, lyricist and novelist. Iakovos Napiatis, cantor. Katachomata, singer. Yorgos Ninios, actor. Stelios Manolas, soccer player. Janolis Fakinos, soccer player. Kostas Manolas, soccer player. Georgios Koras, founder of Koras Company. Nikolaos Mykonaros, fighter of the Greek War of Independence and officer of the Greek army. Michalis Politarchou, basketball player, a former captain of AEK Athens BC. Gallery.